understand. For example, there's one more thing which I want to talk now. Okay, before going ahead. So .git, right? What is the importance of this file? Now we'll see this. Okay, now I have got inside .git. So basically this file is, so now you guys are a bit familiar with few terms, okay, compared to where starting. So whatever command you are performing, right? Be it git
Mm-hmm.
log, be it head, be it commit, everything is getting managed through this .git directory. Okay, for example, if I come inside logs, right, I can see
Mm-hmm.
everything. For example, you can see cat head. Okay, you can see this commit ID and everything here. You see this? Whatever changes I'm doing is record here, right?
Yes.
If I see the cat
Yes.
refs, right? Sorry. If you see the ref is nothing but reference. Okay. What
Mm-hmm.
are the remotes my branch is connected to? So if I'm doing git remote command, right? Then it is coming here and reading from this file. Okay, what all is there? So for example, I have two branches, right? Main and this, right? So let's see cat main. You see this? This is also, so everything you do, right? Everything you
Mm-hmm.
do is actually here inside the .git only. So sometimes, again, I'm not saying always, sometimes you need to even deep dive here also, that what is happening, what is
Okay,
actually
but
happening. Yeah, go ahead.
if by mistake this .git file deleted by someone, then what will happen?
You tell me what will happen.
Everything will be gone.
Shall we try that?
Yes, we can.
Anyway, it's not our, don't try it in your organization depot. Okay, let's try it here.
Hmm.
So .git is gone, rm-rf .git.
Okay. Deleted. Yes.
What happened?
The repository, not a Git repo. This is not a Git repository.
So you are done. I think someone's echo is coming. Can someone please go on mute? Hello? Shiva, it was your echo. Okay, correct. So this is no more a Git repository. So what I need to do, I need to create another Git repository and clone the code. Okay. Shiva, I think you have some issue with your mic.
Let me check.
Sure.
I
Yes,
thought
Surya.
that you deleted, I thought that you deleted that Git file. Then that's why I'm hearing this sound. Okay, yeah.
How, no, no, that should not be the case. No. So .git means it become a normal repository. Now any command you run, it is gone. So even whatever changes we have is gone. This is not recommended. I did it because you guys asked. Okay. Now I need to create mkdir test underscore with. Okay. So mkdir. Hmm. Now I have created this directory. Now I'll be again cloning this. Okay. With git करके, so that we'll remember this. So now I'll go ahead here and we'll clone this again. So .git is basically everything. All I wanted to say is .git is everything. Don't mess with .git. Don't go there and change anything. It's good if you want to go deep and understand what all is happening, right? How things are happening. Then you can come here and check this, okay, at any time. But just for testing, don't play around, don't make any changes. Okay, so basically what I meant to say is whatever operations you are doing in .git, right? Logs, info, index, for example, index, cat index, right? Like let's say I'm seeing this index, right? You see this index, right? Now I will do one more thing. Yeah, Shiva, you have something.
You cloned and it came, correct? Again?
No, I cloned it, recloned it in a different directory. That
Okay.
directory has gone. Okay, so .git has gone there.
Okay.
Okay. I can clone them again because .git is not there, so you can clone it. So for example, if you try to clone it here again, right? Let's see if I try to clone it here again. If I try to clone it again, it will say .git already exists. It is not an empty directory, right? But if I go to test directory, right, Shiva? So let's say I'm going to
Yes.
test directory. Serious issue with your mic. I don't know what it is. Now I'm trying to clone. It is telling not an empty directory, right? Here also it is telling, but even though we don't have that .git folder, right? But it is still telling. So some files, so it is not empty. So you should be always cloning in an empty directory because you are bringing the change and you do not want anything to be there, right? So let's say I'm removing everything and then let's see if I'm able to change or get it. I haven't. Okay, yes. So I have deleted everything from here and now I should be able to clone, I guess. So I'm able to clone, right? So usually you should have empty directory. Okay. Now I got the .git here also. Okay. Cool. So .git is very important thing and we have to, remember that. Okay. Fork, a simple command. Fork, you don't do it at organization level, but for personal activity, right? For personal activity, you do a lot. So for that, I have an example. For example, I monitor, whatever changes OpenAI is, or I mean the one who owns, GPT. Basically, whatever changes OpenAI is giving or building, I want to have that change in my local for some of my need. So in that case, you take the fork of that branch. Means that when you take fork of that branch, for example, you can take fork of my branch, whatever code I will be, whatever code I will be having, right? So let's say I have a repo called as, I have a repo called as, let's say I'm working on some AI tools and I have a repo called as, what is Serpent 18? Hmm. So let's say I have a repo called as Chat GPT, okay, or AI tools where I am keeping all my AI related thing, and you found it okay. This is interesting. I should also look at the changes which Kumar is making. So what you will do is you will fork this in your you will fork this in your repo. Now what will happen is after forking, you will be having the similar repo available in your with under your organization. For example, under this Kumar Shanu 9193, I have OpenAI cookbook, which is forked from where? It has been forked from OpenAI cookbook. But I will be having this available to me, and now I can make any changes, I can run any test, any activity on this without actually impacting this one. Now let's say after this, after few days, I found okay, these guys, OpenAI guys, have missed few things. Okay, then I can always come and raise a pull request. Okay, and there's an option to sync the fork. You can sync the fork. Okay, fork is clear. It's like having it's like taking someone's repository only for experimentation. Okay, and then if you want, if you feel that okay, I can maybe contribute to his repo, so open source contribution, right? That's how people do. Okay, you can contribute to their repo. Clear? Okay, clear. Now let's go to the next topic. What is our next topic? And the next topic is tag. What is tag? So let's say today is my deployment. Okay, and I have latest commit called ABCD. Okay, okay, for example, this is my, let's go to the main branch. Okay, let's create it as scenario. So this is our test branch, right? Now let's say I want to deploy, I just started that I will deploy from main branch. And what is the latest commit in main branch? F5A4DEE, right? This is my commit. Correct. I want to deploy from this commit. Deploy basically means these changes are ready. I want to basically test these changes, right? With this commit. Now what will happen? The moment I am about to start the deployment, somebody from the background came and added a new commit to this, right? Then I will have something which is unintended, or the changes which I did not expect. So I need to fix that any changes coming after this commit should not impact my my deployment or my requirement, right? Should not implement, should not create problem for me. In that case, what you do is you take a tag out of the commit, and those tags are immutable. When I say immutable, it means it cannot be changed at all. It cannot be changed at all. For example, Now I have git status, right? So if I go here, right, git log hyphen one line. Okay. Now this is my latest commit, right? Now if I create a tag v6.0, okay, v6. Okay. If I create a tag v6 dot, right? So git tag v6. If I create a tag v6, then what will happen? I will have this tag ready with me. Okay. I will have this tag ready with me. Correct. So can that tag be changed? Yes or no?
Tag we cannot.
You cannot change the tag, right? So now
Yes.
let's say I want to push git push. So now I will push this origin v6. Okay. So I have created a tag. So till now can you see anything here? Zero tags, right? Now if you see this, there's one tag, right? Now if you deploy from this tag, right, instead of deploying through the commit ID, which we are saying where the chances was there, right, somebody else can make the commit, right? You can lock the branch, there are other ways to control as well, but just for the example of tag we're telling. Now if we deploy from the tag, this tag cannot be changed, this tag cannot be, you cannot have any new commits added to this tag, right? So it will have this commit till whatever changes are there till this commit, you can only deploy those changes. Okay, tag is clear. Now let's say, okay, I decided that this commit is missing some file. Now I want to make some more commit. Then what I have to do? What should be our approach? Anyone else?
We can fetch the data, we can do the changes, but this time the tag will be different. Like we need to change the tag, right?
Correct. So basically tag is like, boss, it is done. Now what you have to do is you have to, let's say you want to add one more file. So your commit is this, right? Let's say I'm adding a file called tag testing, tag underscore testing dot txt. Now adding tag. Okay. Now after that I'm saving it. Now I will do to move this to staging area. I will use git add and then I will use git commit to commit this, right? Okay, now I have a new commit here, right? So now I need to create one more tag out of it called as v7. Okay, git tag v7, and now I have to push the tag. Now I have to push the tag v7. Okay, so the moment I'm pushing this tag, now you see here, okay, you will be getting one more tag. Okay, v7. So tag to tag changes goes like this only. Okay, any question in tag? What is git tag?
So tag is basically versioning of the your means like code or your deployment, right?
No, tag is not versioning. Versioning can happen at any place, right? Versioning can happen at release level also or any place. Tag is I want to ensure that whatever changes I have, right, is immutable. That cannot be changed. So you
That is
can say in a way, yeah, you can say in a way, okay, you have versioned it, now it will not change. You can say in a way, okay, but tag doesn't only mean versioning. I mean to say that.
okay, got it.
Yeah, for example, I'm giving this v7, you can give anything, but the main intention is that I will deploy through tag. So now whatever changes are there, those are static. Now anybody adding any code, like let's say I'm making some more commit, is it going to impact my tag? No. Let's do that. Okay, vim tag underscore no impact dot txt. I'm adding another file. Okay, and in that time I'll write that no impact. Okay, just simply I'm writing something. Okay, and then I will add git add tag underscore no impact dot txt, and then I will ask git commit hyphen m no impact. Okay, now I will git push. I will do simple push. Okay, git push. I did not create a tag this time. Okay, correct. So it means that if I come here, right? If I come here, I got the tag. I got the commit 819c. Correct. This commit I got here. right? But do I
Yes.
have that commit in the tag?
No.
So it won't bother. For example, I can make n number of commits as much as I want. You may be right in terms of versioning. Like let's say I want to release a feature to the world, right? So I can version them and release them. But meanwhile, I'm making n number of changes also. But that won't impact. Okay.
Yeah.
Tag
Okay.
concept is clear, guys, or have doubt? Tag concept is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Now git diff will and conflict we already understood. Diff is nothing but it's like we'll see in Linux also. It is like when you want to see the difference between commits, you can use git diff. So for example, git log hyphen one line, let's get two commits and git diff. So you want to see the difference between commit to commit, like what changes are coming. You can see them. Okay, git diff will tell you what is happening. Okay, so basically what is happening, how things are getting changed. You can see all this in git diff. There's one more interesting thing which I forgot is inside .git, right? There is a thing called as, so this commit, right? It is actually also called as index, right? So we'll see this. Now this is our index, right? Tag testing is our index. Okay. Last index was tag testing. Okay. After that, you see that no impact. So the moment I make one more commit, right? This will keep on changing. This index, it is I mean, it is not human readable, but this keeps on changing. If you notice this, right? Feature underscore C, then you have test, then dbase, no impact. So index is nothing but whenever you add, right, index get changed. Okay, so staging area is also called as index. I have noted it down, right? Staging area index. So it is basically changing the index. Okay, conflict we have already understood. Like let's say someone, let's try to see the conflict in real time. Before conflict, do you guys want 5-10 minutes break or shall we continue?
Continue, sir.
We can continue and close early.
Okay, fine. So now what I will do is I will see the conflict part. Okay, git checkout. So tomorrow you guys will be doing majorly hands-on. So today ensure you guys have it installed in your laptop. Okay. So tomorrow I'll be asking you guys to do at least some part of you know in the class. So git checkout. Now we'll check out to main. Git checkout main. Okay. Oh, my bad. CD, where am I? Okay. Documents. CD test. Git checkout main. Git status plus -ltrh. So I have a file called as feature underscore test, right? So now I'll create a file called as conflict underscore test, or let's say in vim feature dot underscore test dot txt. Okay, I'm adding another line. So at line number 2, I'm writing testing. Git add. Now we'll do git add, right? Then we'll do git. After git add, what we'll do? Git commit -n feature underscore test.txt. Oh my god. And then git pushed. Okay, so I have pushed this to. So this was the change on main branch, right? So on main branch, You guys can see here, right? On main branch, I have pushed a change. Basically, I added a line testing. Okay. Now what we'll do in the second line, we'll write something else in another branch, and so we'll see where we'll get conflict. Okay. So now I'll move to another branch. What is our another branch? Git checkout feature slash a. Now here, what we'll see vim feature underscore txt dot text dot txt. Now in the second line, I will write something else. Understand conflict. Okay, saved it. Git status. Now I will do git add because I'm not sure. I don't know who has made what changes in the main. I did not do git pull also, right? So neither I do git pull nor I ensure what it changes there. Now I will do git commit -m feature underscore test dot txt. Okay, and git push. So now in this branch also we have a push. So both the files got pushed in both the places, correct? In main branch we have ensured that testing, and in feature slash a we have wrote as understanding conflict. Now what we'll do, we will create a pull request. Okay, we will create a pull request from feature branch to here. We'll create a pull request. Okay, create a pull request, create pull request. Let's see what happens. Can you guys see here something? Nobody is responding. The branch has conflicts that must be
Yes,
resolved.
yeah.
Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Why we have conflict? Why we have conflict? Tell me.
Because while we were working in feature, we didn't pull the changes from the main, and we tried to submit the changes to main branch. So at the same time, there was a file which are having second line, means like different lines actually at the same time. So that's why it is conflicting. It is not able to understand what changes it should made.
Correct. So basically, what happened is someone has modified or added second line of that file, some changes in the main. But in the feature, I was like, okay, I'm not aware. So I was like, okay, I also went ahead and added second line. Okay. And then I pushed. I also pushed, he also pushed, both are fine in their branches. But since our goal is to main merge to the main, while coming to the main is confused that boss, whom should I, whose changes I should actually pick or have it. So at that time you need to decide, you need to decide what, who changes has to be picked. For example, let's say you can go here and you could use web editor or command line. Okay, so web editor, if you do, it will come here. Now you decided that okay, this has to be, this has to be there. So my changes are not needed. Only this, whatever changes is in main, let us have this only. And then you commit a merge. Okay. So what will happen in that case? You merge, basically you resolved it. You decided that, okay, two people are writing on the same file on the same line. So I have decided, or the reviewer has decided whose change to keep. Now see, the conflict has been resolved. So this is what a conflict is. Okay.
Yes, yeah, got it.
Okay. Okay, sir. Got it.
Clear. Okay, so now the conflict is done. Now we'll do git blame. Blame is nothing but like, uh, okay, let's make it funny. It's like blame is like you want to see, you want to see who all are doing what. Okay, so let's say in this open a file, okay, let's say this registry.yml. So we want to see who has added changes or code at what line. So registry.yml. Now you can see that. Give me a minute, huh, guys? So you can see this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you can see who has made what changes, right? Let me see a small file where I can also make some changes. Git. Okay. Readme.md is there, right? Let's see git blame readme.md. So blame me, there are too many questions. Okay. Now let's see that vim readme.md. Now let me make another line called as, let me make a line here. Learning Git. Okay, and save it. Git blame. If I do, let's see if I get anything. Learning Git. It is telling line 22 learning Git, right? Now let me. So is it telling you the name who has made the changes?
No.
Why? I have added the file because I did not staged it, right? So I have done git add. Now is it telling you who has committed? Still no. Why? Because I haven't committed it yet, right? So git commit -m updating readme.md. Okay. Now, if I see here, right, git blame, if I do, you can see that who has updated these two lines, right?
Yes.
So isn't isn't
Yes.
it isn't it a good way to find out who is doing what in Git, right? In a file, who is modifying which line? Isn't it a best way to find out? Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Hmm. So this is what git blame does. Okay. Now coming to the cherry pick. Cherry pick is nothing but, come back to our standard example. Okay. Cherry pick is nothing but, it is like, 1 minute. Okay. Huh. It is like I have 5 or 6 branches. I have 5 or 6, like where it was. Huh. Let's say commit G, H, I, all these are there. Okay. All these are there in feature branch. Okay. I have another branch. Okay. Or in main branch, I have these many commit, right? I have another feature branch where I have commit A, commit B, and I just want commit H from the main. I just want only one commit. Okay. So it's like you go to a mall, okay, and you see a lot of t-shirts are there, but you don't want all of them. You cherry pick, right? You're like, okay, this t-shirt will suit me. I will take this. Okay. Or this dress will suit me. I'll take this. So that is how what cherry picking is. Cherry picking is nothing but you decide that which commit I need. Okay. Again, this is very rare, rarest I would say. Okay, at least as per my experience. Got cherry pick?
Can you explain again, sir? Cherry.
Yeah, sure. So you have n number of commits available in main branch, right? But you want only H commit in your branch, feature branch. You do not want all the commits. Assume that there is a scenario you just want one commit or two commits. Okay, the out of 50 commits available. So at that time, what you will do? You will do cherry pick. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Anyone? Okay. Let's do this git status. Okay. Let's go to our testing thing where we're testing git status. Okay, so now we will be, or better thing will be, let me go to that repo only, git logs hyphen one line, go to OpenAI. So let's pull all the changes here. Okay, it's already updated. Git status. Okay, your branch is ahead of main branch by one commit because we did not do git push. Okay, so let me see this git log hyphen one line. Okay, so it has a lot of commit, right? It has a lot of commit. Now what we'll try to do is we will see if we have any feature branch or not. Git branch hyphen a. If we have any feature branch, then we will, try to basically we'll try to put one commit there. We'll try to get one commit there. Okay. So git checkout feature slash pull. Now what is our commit here? Git log hyphen one line. Do we have similar set of commits? No, right? Updating readme. So now we have so many commits here, right? Now let's say I want to take this commit or resolve Python logger. Okay. Let's say I want to take this commit. Okay. So what I will be doing, I'll be coming to this repo, git cherry pick this commit ID, and that's it. So what happened? This resolve pull has come now. Now if I do git pull log hyphen one line, you can see that that commit has came, right? So I only took one commit, correct? You see this commit was not there earlier, right? Is this
Correct.
too
Yes.
is this too fast?
No. Yeah, that's fine.
Others, just raise a thumbs up if your speaker is not working or something. Okay. So cherry pick is you are getting a commit. You are getting a commit from Lakshmi. Did you get it? You did not raise your hand, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So cherry pick is you want to pick a specific commit. For example, I wanted to pick only this commit. Okay, so in that case, you do cherry pick. Okay, so cherry pick concept is clear. Now we'll move to next. Okay, very important thing, dot git ignore. Even though a lot of us use this, but we do not know, or we do not bother much about it. Okay, but very important thing. For example, if I go here ls-ltrha and dot git ignore file will be there, right? Cat dot git ignore. Okay, so you see this dot git ignore, correct? What git ignore means? Basically, assume that when you are building or when you are building a code, right? You might be having a lot of log folder. You might be having a lot of text folder created randomly, which does not need to be pushed to the repo, right? You may have, let's say, a package.json created or anything, any file which you do not want to be pushed to be tracked under Git, right? That part you mention inside dot git ignore. Okay, dot git ignore, inside dot ignore git ignore, you mention that thing so that it doesn't get picked. Okay, got it?
Can we say it's just the opposite of the cherry pick?
No, it is not about just of cherry pick. Cherry pick is picking a particular particular commit. Git ignore is like, let's say you are creating a dummy file to test something, or you are creating a log file because the moment you start building your code, right, it will give you some log. Like, so you do not want your log to be pushed, right? So in that case, you are just, so basically whatever you want to ignore, or in the working directory, whatever file you want to ignore, not to be, you do not want those files to be tracked. Let's say you're creating 5 or 6 backup files. You do not want them to be tracked. In that case, you will be doing cherry pick.
Yeah,
Oh,
git
sorry,
ignore.
not cherry pick, dot
Git,
git
git
ignore.
ignore.
Yeah,
Yeah, got it.
got it now. So let's
Yes,
see
yes.
let's see the example of this one also. Okay, so your git pull will do. Git pull will do first. Let's do a git pull. Okay, already updated. Okay, git vim.gitignore. Okay, let's say I am creating a file called as vim exam ignore underscore dot txt. Saving it. Okay. Now vim.git ignore.txt. Let's say I have added anywhere we can add this installer logs. Let's see, I'm adding here ignore.txt. Was it the same name? Oh, there was a typo. Okay, let me give same name. Okay, now git status modified dot git ignore. Okay, see, interesting thing is we have modified dot git ignore, but we have added this file also, right? Ignore.txt. Is it taking that file details? Is it telling you? See, it is capturing this file, not ignore.txt. But did it capture this ignore.txt? Yes or no? Did it capture? No. Why? Why? Why it did not capture this file? And why it is capturing this file?
Because the file entry is added in the git ignore.
Correct. So whatever you will add in the git ignore, right? This is what git ignore is. It will ignore. So it will not track that at all. Whatever is happening with that file. Okay. So it will not track it at all. So see, this has been like, okay, untracked file. But uske, for that other one, there's no tracking, there's nothing, no comment came, right? So this is what git ignore does.
Sir,
Is
if I fire the command git add all, I mean a, so it will
yeah.
also ignore.
Yeah, it is not asking you to do git add, na. You see this git add also, if you do, it will add these two only. Let's do that now. Let's do. What is the point? Why should not we git add hyphen a? We did status again. Is it captured your file?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's do commit. Pushed. Let's see whether it came or not. What was the branch? Feature slash pull. So can you see that file? Ignore.txt is there.
No.
No.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. I think rest of the topic, right? Reset, test, stash will take up tomorrow. Okay. So I am open for questions. If you guys have any questions, anything, just let me know.